Hey guys, welcome to Views from the Vault, episode 15. We got Dankadelik in the house. We will be starting the stream in a couple minutes. If you guys are in the stream, make sure you say hi and direct any questions to Jason.
All to Jason.
Or me. I'll take your questions too.
Let me see if I can split my screen here. There we go. Only one person watching.
It takes a few minutes.
I'm gonna post the link too.
Oh, there we go. For the comments.
Or me.
Let me mute this here. Good.
Hey, Phil's on. Nice. Hey, Phil. Hey, Jesse. Pablo. Martin. Wait, Martin. What? Marin. Robert. What's going on, guys? Little Dank in the house, huh?
Yeah, it's my son.
Nice.
I guess I'll own him
For now.
since he's watching. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Oops.
Hey, Willie.
Come on, link work.
I hear that, Phil. Yo, Big Brother starts tonight. I'm so pumped.
I know nothing.
No spoilers.
I've never watched one episode of Big Brother before.
Neither have I.
I've watched every single episode, and it's like the perfect quarantine reality television.
I remember when we first started Views from the Vault, we're like, yo, man, I don't know, it's on Big Brother Day.
Yep. Well, I was Survivor then.
Oh, Survivor? You never said that about Big Brother? I swear you said that about Big Brother too.
Well, Big Brother wasn't on when you guys started this. It's only on in the fall.
Could have been Survivor. I'm just mixing them all up.
I mean, they're all the same.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's get started.
Got some AEW and NXT tonight too.
Welcome to the stream, guys. It's Views from the Vault, episode 15. It's your homie Leon here. Got my co-host Jason Mead filling in for Pierre. Little, I guess, disclaimer: tornado ripped through Connecticut, took out Pierre's power. He is on location, but the location he chose has no Wi-Fi, and he's operating off a generator. So hopefully Pierre gets back to full power and he can join us. We got some plans for tomorrow, but Dankadelik slid in. Originally we had Ben slated from Hat Club, but we couldn't really do an interview without Pierre, so we pushed Ben. Dankadelik stepping in. He has a pretty cool reveal planned for the end of the episode. He's going to show you an unreleased upcoming hat collaboration he has with Hat Club. So we will jump in to this week in caps.
Okay, so before we do that, I just want to say to everybody that was impacted by Isaias, either in the direct path or in the aftermath or anything, just stay safe out there. Take care of your loved ones, and we'll see you sometime in the future. Stay safe. Yeah,
for sure.
And I will say you should live in Arizona because there's no tornadoes.
There's lots of other things in Arizona, like rattlesnakes.
Hurricane.
Stuff. No. And scorpions.
Scorpions, coyotes, and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about it. So Hat Club dropped a lot of minor league customs. A lot of these are, I think they're all Copa designs, but they're all done in alternate colorways. Jay, you want to go through?
Yeah, so first we got the Luchadores from Fort Wayne Tin Caps. This is little different colorway with the green visor. Got the mariachis from Albuquerque, the isotopes. This is a cool new colorway with the teal and the red, something they haven't done before. Loronas, I can't say that. Yeah, from the Rocky Mountain Vibes, a nice red colorway. So yeah, they tied it into the rose and the eyes a little bit there. And then the hickory crawdads, the llamas, just an all black cap there. Pretty cool. All these went pretty quick, but that mariachis one went really, really fast.
Yeah, it's interesting too, because I think they're including like a custom mariachi pin, Hat Club pin, with all of these orders. I saw a couple pictures of those. Those look pretty cool.
Yeah.
The El Honorness, that one in black really, really set it off. The all red looks kind of cool. I know you're quite partial to the purple lilac with the white front, but something about this logo on a mono looks really cool.
Yeah, it's a killer logo. So and they could pretty much throw it on any color hat and it's gonna look awesome.
And the llamas is really cool on a final, like on a full mono. The original had like the alternate color eyelets, so it's interesting to see it kind of happen without it. Dan, how do you feel about the Copa Latin kind of tie-ins? Are you a fan of them? You think
I'm not. I think it's just my opinion. You know, obviously, I mean, out of the four, I like the llama the best. But you know, the other ones, I mean, there's a niche for them, but they're just not my cup of tea. I guess when you kind of go along these lines, then I start looking at how I would do it. So then I think that's part of you know, the reason where I'm like, yeah, I'm not really feeling them, but they're not bad. I mean, I understand they appeal to a lot of people. So
it's interesting. I think it started with like a couple teams, and then the 36, and then now 72. I think it might even
over 90 now, 92
90 teams. Yeah. It's interesting how it kind of started as like almost like a promotion / joke thing, and now it's like, you know, who wins the actual Copa. So
they hold a contest every year.
And then we had some retros. So we had the A's with the Mexican flag. Tampa Bay came back, and then Pierre's favorite 04 Boston Red Sox.
I'm sure he bought this one a couple times over again.
I think he did a picture. He's got like 8 of them.
Yeah, I mean, really, you can never have enough of those, right? If you're a true Red Sox fan.
He's saying it's his favorite patch, favorite hat, means the most to him. So
04 was a great year, and this year's his daughter was born, son was born.
Yeah, his daughter was born.
Yeah.
04. They finally beat the Yankees, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and first ones to do it from an 03 deficit. So hey, Chris K, what's going on, man?
Right. Columbus Clippers. You want to talk about this one, Jay?
Yeah, so this is part of their Jeter pack, if you will. They released the Jeter Hall of Fame, and then they did a hat for every minor league team he played for in the Yankees organization. So this was the Clippers logo at the time. Obviously, this one's a little bit different because I believe at the time it would have been a flat embroidery. But this one is quite a bit raised, probably a few coins worth. They used quite a bit of foam on this one, but yeah, Jeter would have worn the all blue one. I don't know if the all black one would have been around when he was there, but yeah, pretty cool.
That's a dope hat. Both colorways are really nice.
Really good, like an old school MILB kind of feel to it.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of royal blue and black, but on that one it kind of works. Yeah,
and then these two are, I guess, the other two within the Derek Jeter Hall of Fame patch. That Tampa Yankees one, classic looking hat. I was told that one's kind of like you can kind of find it. That's not so rare, but for a Yankee fan.
Yeah, it's tough to find it. I mean, it pops up every few years or so, but once it's there, it's gone. And then obviously their Jeter Hall of Fame patch. They said they might do something else next year too when he actually does get inducted into the Hall of Fame, because they postponed the ceremony and everything for this year. So we'll see.
Yeah. There's only two guys, right? It's him and Walker, pretty much.
I believe so. Yeah, it was a down year. Well, everybody else is impacted by the steroid allegations that are eligible. So that's keeping
fair.
the votes down for them.
Fair enough. And then we had some kind of, I guess, custom colorways of MLB hats. We got the Swinging Friar with almost that Tony Gwynn era hat with the brown and the piping, and then the Blue Jay logo with the Blue Jays are bringing back powder blue. So this was kind of an interesting, instead of a white panel, it's the powder blue, and then instead of the royal, they switched it to the navy, and then the gold Washington on field. That's their new. I think it started as a like spring training kind of logo, and then now they're bringing it on field. So that's kind of.
I like the gold outline on that. Kind of ties in the championship banner there.
Oh yeah, true.
Championship season.
Dank, are you a fan of the Swinging Friar logo?
I'm torn. I should say yes, just because it's it's such an old school logo, but then I hate it at the same time because it's ugly.
Fair enough.
But I mean, it's timeless. It's one of those things that you can't. I mean, you look at it, you know who it is. You know what team's rocking it, and I hate everything San Diego Padres related because I'm a Dodger fan. So. And Washington, I have to say I hate that because the whole championship, it still hurts to this day. But the Toronto hat's dope, and I love Toronto's logo. I think they have one of the best logos in baseball for sure. So it looks good on anything. And I'm not kissing your ass, Leon. So
no, that's fine. The 3-pack we talked about that we're working on for the drop, we might have something swinging involved, so just keep an eye out for that.
I like the play on them, you know what I mean? I think anytime you use a classic logo and you kind of play off of it, that's kind of cool. Speaking of playing off of it, after I had a couple of weeks ago.
This is the Dead Sailor came in like that Raider colorway. This one came with like a custom pin. Did this one hit pre-order, Jay? I don't even remember.
No, this one hasn't gone to pre-order yet. If it hasn't yet, it probably won't, because they usually do those like the day after. But yeah, no, this one was sold out almost instantly. It's about the third or fourth of the Dead Sailor colorways he's done. Some would say the Irish one, the South Bend one was one, but he had a different hat and stuff. So
different logo. Yeah, it was different logo.
Yeah, but no, this one's really cool. I like how he's starting to tie in some of those NFL team colors into some of these logos too.
I think he's got something dropping tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. He just posted it today. With the eagle or the hawk with the snake.
Oh, I think it's a play on the Mexican flag.
Yeah, the eagle and the snake.
Yeah, that's kind of. Dankadelik drops, I guess, like a self collaboration, almost kind of taking the two kind of themes that do very well from the one, the Octo Slugger, the two, the Marauders. So I don't remember the official name for this, but basically the Octo Marauder, like pretty much.
It was the Marauder Octo is what they officially listed it as.
The Rock Toe. I'm just kidding.
No, this is I think this is one of the best designs he's had in a while. I really like this one.
Yeah. This one hit pre-order though, right? Or no?
I don't think it did.
Oh no. He said no pre-order on the Octos.
Okay.
Yep.
Then we had some vintage MILB. I don't know too much of these. I know there's one of these at Smokies. The other one's Key West. But outside, I'm gonna leave this up to you, Jay.
Okay, so the first one was the Vancouver Capellanos. You guys might know them as the Mounties. They went by the name Capellanos for like 7 total years in like the late 30s, early 40s, late 40s. So it's a Mounties hat, with the Vancouver logo. Havana Sugar Kings was a team in Havana. from 45 to 60. That's a pretty cool logo. Hometown Collection did that one a couple years ago, but in a different colorway. Then you got the Knoxville Smokies. They're known as Tennessee Smokies today. They use this logo, would have been in the mid to late 90s, like 93 to 99. They had a few different colorways of this one. So Hat Club released the all navy. Got the Orlando Sunrays in the bottom left there. This one would have been from late 90s to early 2000s, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, this one's early 90s, 90 to 92. And then the Key West Conks, they were around from like 72 to 74. This one, again, you see pop up. Hometown Collection did like a teal and green colorway of this one. But in true Hat Club fashion, they took it and put it on the black crown there. So
yeah, for sure.
All pretty cool logos, all sold out pretty quick. I think there's a couple sizes left in the Vancouver one, and maybe the Havana Sugar Kings, but not much.
That Sugar Kings is dope.
Yeah. For sure. That's the thing with like this vintage MILB stuff. Like you might be able to catch some on eBay, but the sizing is always going to be a little bit different with it being wool. Especially for me, I very rarely see anything vintage in my size, and then even my size would probably have to size up. So yeah, it's cool that Hat Club is getting back to this a little bit. They were kind of famous for it a couple years ago and had kind of shied away from it, and now we're bringing it back. So
I love it. Give me all the retro MILB logos you can.
Yeah, exactly. Then we got the Skull Chief. I believe this was just like a wine and gray bottom, I believe, and then the Bomba Squad. I guess the Bomba Squad is the nickname of the twins. Is that what it is? Yeah, they got a bunch of young kids that can just ball. I kept their kid, Rosario, and Nelson Cruz is on fire. So that's cool. Cool kind of a nickname kind of hat for any Twins fans out there. They got a fun little team there.
Yeah. This one sat around for a little bit longer than I thought it would. Maybe all 12 of those Twins fans that are out there didn't really want it, but it's a cool logo. I like it a lot.
Yeah. This isn't the first time they've done it either, right? This is
no, this is the first time Hat Club's done it. Just Fitteds did one about a year ago.
Okay.
Or maybe last fall. But it was I think it was all black. This one's on a navy one. So
I feel like this logo will be perfect on like a bomber jacket. I don't know about a hat. It just doesn't look like it takes enough space, or it's not big enough maybe. I don't know.
They should have made it bigger, I think. Just pick up a little more space on the front there.
Definitely lacking size, because that Twin Cities in the middle is hard to see.
Yeah. If you're gonna patch it up, or maybe even use it as a side patch and then use the Twins logo at the front. That could be
I like it on the front.
I don't
see it. I could definitely see it as a side patch though too, for sure.
It's just a little small for this to be the primary logo. That's all.
You know, I wonder if they would have just taken that whole top part off where it says Minnesota and just have the circle with Bomba Squad in it with the TC. That would probably, to me, would work a lot better. I mean, you're still getting the logo. You still know who it is, right?
Sure. But I wonder if it would take away from that like military style badge feel of it.
Maybe, but I don't know. Because it already has the patch feel with that red outline. So I don't think you'd lose anything personally, but that's what I would have done if it was me making that decision.
Oh yeah, you definitely have to beef up the TC, because that's too you can kind of see it, but it's not really like clear. But that's our buddies over at Thrills SF dropped the Fillmore jazz hat. This one went to pre-order, right? This one for sure went to pre-order.
This one did go to pre-order. I had to pick it up on pre-order. Missed out on the original release. It was gone 30 seconds. But
this one had a cool story. You remember the backstory behind this one, Jason?
Yeah, so the Fillmore district in San Francisco was a host to a lot of like jazz and swing clubs in the 20s, predominantly Black-owned businesses. And all the way up until really the 70s, there was like several, almost 100 jazz and nightclubs in that district. Obviously, gentrification and redistricting and everything kind of killed that vibe there. So this is kind of a turn back the clock version of their Fillmore Night Owls or Fillmore Owls. They've done a few of these turn back the clocks on some of their other logos. So they went with one of these to what it would have been in like the 20s and 30s if they would have had a team per se.
Yeah, that's cool backstory.
Yeah.
Cool hat, cool design. Exclusive Fittage dropped the couple of the 2000 patches, so it's mainly like a side patch or a jersey patch on the front. Jay, you're a fan of this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, but I'm not a fan of the metal.
Yeah.
I wish they would have just embroidered this thing right on the front, maybe left the Yankees thing off the side. I don't know if licensing would allow them to do that or not, but yeah, it's a cool idea. I just don't like the execution of it.
Yeah. How do you feel about the logo on the side?
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I don't like the logo on the side either.
Yeah, it's like a reminder. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, we're just cheering for the Yankees. I don't know. I feel like that side logo is a weird spot for it. If you want to just celebrate the World Series, just celebrate the World Series.
I'm guessing it had to have been some sort of licensing, like you can't use this patch without referencing one of the teams in the series. I don't know.
They could have put the Yankee logo on the back where the MLB logo is, and then put that tiny little MLB logo on the side. If it was a licensing, that may have evened it out a little bit. It's just,
yeah,
it's kind of weird. It's just a weird hat.
Yeah, again, not a fan of the metal. Would have preferred it embroidered, but I think the pin's kind of cool that comes with it. The pin's
can't go wrong with the free pin.
Yeah, the World Series pin. So
commissioner's trophy. Yeah, it's good. So there we got black, we got navy, and we got a red too. And they dropped a bunch of other ones. So they got like that hat, Yankee logo again. Makes it kind of weird. Would rather just prefer like a plain kind of umpire hat. Then there was the Yankees All-Star game. I think it's a Detroit game, if I'm not mistaken. Or is that the Pirates game?
2005? I don't remember.
Detroit. I want to say it's Detroit. It is random that's on a Yankee hat.
But Hat Heaven is located in the Bronx, so
yeah.
I mean, there. So that one was in Detroit. Yep.
Yeah. So we got Detroit All-Star game patch. We also got the other one. I think it's the 09, 08, the one they played.
It looks like 08. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Puerto Rico. No, that's not Puerto Rico.
That's Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic. Apologies. Yep. And then some pink with Team Describe and the Lady in Red. So that's kind of interesting play on it. So you got
I mean, I know we're kind of all sick of the Team Describe hats. At least this one changed it up a bit, changing the color of that Statue of Liberty to kind of tie it into the undervisor a little bit more.
And there's no apple at the back, so it's not Describe. So it's like a red lady, pink bottom, side patch hat. They did have a Team Describe regular hat. I did not include it.
Yeah.
In this week's viewings. Yeah, it's an interesting hat. Shout out to Brian over at Hat Heaven. Then they had some other kind of general releases. So we got the Braves All-Star Game 2000.
Dude, that one flew. I couldn't. Dude, I was totally.
A lot of these on his releases, they went. Like when I saw the email and it kind of gives you a breakdown with all the links. Yeah. I would just randomly click. I'm like, okay, so pretty much everything in my size is gone.
Yeah, I was super surprised how fast that Braves All-Star Game patch went.
It's something you don't really see often. I think like that's the style kind of people go for. The bigger the patch, the rarer the patch, the quicker it goes. Really.
And TJ is even saying he missed on the Braves, so it went super fast.
Yeah,
TJ doesn't miss much.
Even this Nationals one's pretty interesting because that's from last year's game or 2 years ago. Their game, I haven't even seen a hat like that because usually it would come with like a liquid chrome or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then the red.
And that's a red Tampa Bay Devil Rays one. Pretty cool.
Yeah. And then generic bulls. Nothing crazy about bulls, but I think the pickup of the week from him are in this kind of bracket. For me, I really missed out on that Ogden Raptors. It's so cool that he did it in red to make it look like kind of the Toronto Raptor. So that's definitely a restock I'm going to be keeping my eyes on. And then Mississippi Braves, Tampa Smokers, and then the Durham Bulls with the kind of like Denver Bronco feel.
That's also their colors too. Yeah. But yeah, these are all, he does a great job with these alternative colorways. Although that Tampa Smokers one isn't really alternative. You see that one pop up every now and then, but it's still a cool hat.
I think if Brian restocked any of these, he would have no problem selling them out.
Oh, and you know he will. He does a pretty good job of restocking things that sell out really fast. So keep an eye out.
Yeah, it's never smart to leave money on the table. So bring it back. And then we got Locker Room of Downey dropped like this Chris K Angels starter pack. So we got a lot of California Angels.
They knew Chris K didn't have enough Angels hats, so they went out of their way to give him quite a few options here.
Yeah. My favorite has got to be the small A with the halo, or even the old, I guess that kind of block letter A with the big halo. I like the older stuff. Not too fond of their current logo. Their current logo kind of plain to me, but
yeah,
you know,
I like the state one, the red and black
with the halo. Yeah, that one's cool too.
Yeah.
My Fitteds dropped a bunch of I guess different kind of hats. So we got some camo unders, some digi camo unders, some white Dodgers. That hat looks like it's too clean to take outside. Right? If you took that to a barbecue, you're getting it dirty for sure.
Yeah.
And then kind of a play on the Expos. We got some, I guess, like an icy blue bottom, and then the back pinwheel, instead of it being royal, it's that powder blue. Interesting that the Expos wore powder blue a lot in the 80s, but they never had a powder blue hat. Right? It's like one of those weird things.
Not that I can remember, no.
Yeah.
So My Fitteds has been doing something a little bit differently. They've been releasing these in store for like a day first, and then dropping the leftover stock online. So these, I mean, these are sold out literally within seconds once they hit online. So if you got one of these, you're pretty lucky, unless you live in Patterson, New Jersey.
So Dank, you're a big LA fan. Do you have a preference for the big logo like that, or do you like the current smaller LA?
I like the smaller, like blockier looking LA.
Yeah.
But that one's, I mean, it's always cool. I mean, you can't go wrong with the LA logo. I mean, a 6-year-old could scribble it and I'd probably buy it on a hat. Honestly, it's just iconic.
Yeah. Given that side patch, they probably didn't even have a choice on which LA logo to use, because that's the era specific one. So
yeah, that's the rumor that like New Era is being way more I guess fussy about making it match the era. And then Neil Beck, our friend from Philly, the elusive Baltimore All-Star Game patch hat, has eluded him again. He did not, unfortunately, we cannot report that he did capture his mini grail. He was not quick enough to
so I didn't even post that one, because by the time I got the notification and went to check sizes, it was gone. So yeah, that I don't even know if that one actually existed, to tell you the truth.
Did the Mets do the Mets wear like this kind of Gatorade colorway? Is this something
I don't think so. Hopefully Nia or Tyler can fill us on that one, but I think it's just that green and orange looks really, really nice together. So that's why you see that color so often. But yeah, you do see a lot of this green and orange for Mets. But I don't recall seeing them wear a green hat, but they very well could have. I mean, outside of St. Patrick's Day, sure.
Yeah. It's always usually with the Mets for some reason. I mean, we've recently seen it a little bit with the Astros with the prototype hat, but Yeah, interesting releases. The Angels one with the ball and the state, and then with the logo on top. That's kind of an interesting hat. We've seen it kind of done a little bit more recently, but still a cool kind of hat to have for the collection.
And I would have loved that 77 World Series Yankees one, except for I don't get the desert camo undervisor. I don't understand why. I mean, why not slap gray or green on there? It would have been green in 77, so I don't get it.
It's a weird
you just got a discount for using desert camo or something. I don't know.
It's a stylistic thing. I don't know. How do you, Dank? How do you feel about the camo unders?
I'm not a real fan of them. I think they actually take away from the hat.
Yeah, makes it busy, right?
Yeah, there's a lot going on, and I think when you have a hat, I'm not a Yankee fan by any means, but I think it really takes away from the hat.
So, I want that 77 World Series. That's about the only side patch I'll ever buy, and that's because I was born during that World Series.
Okay.
And so, yeah,
I think it would have been good to leave it green.
Yeah, yeah, green or gray. Green would have been perfect. Gray would have been a second choice, but yeah, it's an interesting logo. That's the actual logo from that.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like an actual print logo. I mean, most of them are print logos or jersey logos.
Yeah, it wasn't until really like the late 80s, Battle of the Bay, that they started using more design specific, or coming up with a new design every year.
Yeah. And the new ecapcity.com released a couple NWO, I guess they call them Hall of Fame patch. Did the NWO join the Hall of Fame? Is that what happened?
So yeah, so usually during WrestleMania weekend, they also have their Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Okay.
And so NWO, at least Hall, Nash, and Hogan, and actually X-Pac, are going into the Hall of Fame this coming year, and this next WrestleMania. New Era Cap released their Hall of Fame pack for NWO. So pretty cool. A lot of black and white on these. Yeah, it makes sense for the NWO. But that liner's pretty cool. A gold satin liner.
Yeah, I'm scared to look at the price because normally when they do their high end WWE stuff, it's usually like $100, 70 to 100.
No, these were like low to mid 40s, and they were pretty reasonable for the these were $43 for the satin liner.
That's not bad, but they do have runs like the special edition kind of hats that have cost, I think, 70 to 100. So when I saw this satin liner, I was a little scared to look.
But I think it's regular poly crown, not any crazy fabric that they were using on, say, that Randy Savage one that they were trying to hawk for 75.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, pretty cool if you're a big NWO fan, which if you're a wrestling fan, you probably are. You can go in the Hall of Fame, get a Hall of Fame hat.
Yeah, the one on the left, if they would have just kept that black, they didn't have the extra New World Order text, it would that'd be simple, nice little thing.
I love the hand symbol one. I don't get
why the white.
You make it all black or all white. Don't mix it with that crazy. I don't even know what that pattern's called.
Yeah, I don't even know.
That's weird.
Yeah. Or is that like premature baldness pattern or something? I don't know what they're doing with that one. It's weird.
Hogan hair or something. Hogan.
Yeah, it's probably model after Hogan's hair.
One hat I think they could have done if they just made it look like the bandana that he wore. It says Hollywood on it. Oh my god, that'd be cool. That hand symbol, like the too sweet thing, that was like a Wolfpack thing more. So if they would have made that out a Wolfpack hat, maybe that'd be kind of cool. I don't know. Whatever. We're not the designers. They didn't ask us. So
no.
And the I guess this is like the championship program. Washington wore these for the I think the opening series. I think they were wearing red and gold when they played the Jays.
Yeah, that opening series, I know for sure they were wearing the red and gold, and those jerseys were pretty freaking sweet that they were wearing the gold lettering. But yeah, that's their ring ceremony or championship.
Championship program or something like that. Yeah,
Yep.
there's like an official name for it. I'm just not sure, but
I can't remember either.
I scored mine. I shipped it to Pierre. I'm just waiting to get it. I think this is like a program thing that I got to start collecting. I've been slacking. I know the Cubs one's on sale right now for like $13.
Oh,
I
should grab that then.
Yeah. Hey, if you are, let me know. Maybe we can split shipping.
I like the gold front logo. Just again, not a huge fan of the side patch, but whatever.
Yeah.
And Marin, you're right. The patch does seem high on this one.
Yeah.
Seems like it should be a little bit lower, but it looks like they tried to center it. So.
Yeah, they can lower that. And then some more Star Wars stuff. So I guess the Darth Vader released on superhero stuff, but then NewEraCap.com released all of them plus the Boba Fett and the Yoda. Are you Dank? Are you a Star Wars guy? Are you into this kind of stuff?
Well, yeah and no. I mean, I like Star Wars, childhood, right? But I don't know. It's cool, just not my stilo. So I wouldn't buy it, but they're cool hats. The Boba Fett one is dope. The colorway and everything's dope on that one.
Yeah, that was my favorite one of the 5 that came out.
But I kind of wish that again on these that they would have just focused on the actual like character, and then maybe done a side patch of The Empire Strikes Back. I think that's where they faulted on this one, but
I'm wondering if they tried to model these after some movie posters or something.
Yeah, that's the vibe.
I got that feel to them.
Yeah,
that's the vibe I'm getting. It's like a movie poster kind of hat. But yeah, like if you would have did that as a side patch and just have the character front and center, that'd be really cool. Like a really good Yoda hat if you haven't really seen. I know they have a big faced one, but like if I don't know, these hats, they're more for, to me, they look like they're more built for like collectors.
Yeah.
Like a practical everyday wearing hat. I don't know if you're like the satin kind of pajama liners is kind of, it's interesting, but then it's like, you know, how practical is that? Like, is that something you want to wear? Pins a nice touch, but you know.
Yeah, I would never wear anything with a satin lining as an everyday wear hat.
Yeah, exactly. It'd probably feel hella comfortable though. And then these two, I think, were a little bit of a better execution. So they got that you're sublimated. That one looks like kind of more like a movie poster as well. So it's got like the different fades and the purples, the black. But I really like the Vader one.
Yeah, that one's cool.
That one's kind of badass. Questionable whether the V is needed or not, but you know, it's a cool element. It's a tonal V. But I think Darth Vader is I'm a fan of. Fourth quarter shop released a couple more Mexican League baseball league hats. So, Jay, do you remember what teams these are?
Yeah, it's Aguilas de Mexicali and Yaquis de. I'm probably butchering these names. I apologize. Yaquis de Obregon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're butchering them, but it's all right.
Okay. Yeah, it's this Iowa accent in my 1 year of Spanish in high school.
Okay, can we get the proper pronunciation? Do you know what
it'd be Aguilas.
Aguilas, okay.
Which is eagle. So Eagles of Mexicali, and then it's the Yaquis of de Obregon.
Perfect.
But you can't go wrong with the Yaquis hat. I need to get on these. I keep sleeping every time they release them, and I don't have any of these Mexican League hats, and I need to step my game up.
Yeah, they released a cool series. I think it was like last week or the week before. Pierre ended up grabbing a bunch of them. They did like these hats, but that with the Elements series. So like that feather.
Yeah,
that was on the locker room with Downey. Did like 14 or 15 of them.
Both locker room with Downey and fourth quarter shot, man. They got to give them props for all the Mexican League stuff that they have.
Absolutely.
So dope. And I don't know. I got, like I said, I'm sleeping and I shouldn't be because these hats are just classic.
Definitely. I know sometimes you can pick them up on the cheap. Sometimes on like the lids outlets. We were able to grab a couple. of the Mexican All-Star League stuff, and you kind of find them here and there. But if you want the basic team ones,
Yeah,
Photoshop, a locker room, they got them stocked.
definitely.
I wish New Era would allow us to buy from their other
website.
Yeah, like New Era MX or New Era Cap.mx.
Yeah,
I know there's licensing issues and so on and so forth, but
yeah. Well, I mean, Canadians can't even shop on the New Era regular website, so I wouldn't. I'm not surprised that they don't let anyone else besides Mexico. People from Mexico. It's one of those weird kind of things, and it is what it is. But to get stuff shipped from Mexico to America, I know I slander it a lot and I bring it up, but it takes fucking forever.
Last time I did it was 2 months. So
yeah. You got your Isotopes hat way before me. The guy that picked up the Springfield Isotopes hat, I think he was like totally locked down. He's like, I can't even go to the post office. So that was a 2-month delay, and then now it's been in the air for 2 months too. So it's like, I don't know what's going on, but
hopefully it just doesn't go through Chicago for you, because that customs is all messed up right now.
I didn't even bring up Illinois right now, man. I'm mad at Illinois right now. But yeah, so Fourth Quarter Shop dropped a bunch of Dodgers stuff. So they did the Laker kind of colorway with the 88 World Series patch, and then just to appease Jason, they did the same hat without a side patch. So with or without patch, you can get it. That other anniversary patch on the red hat, the 60th year anniversary, that to me is a beautiful patch.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got some icy blue, and then that kind of black and almost like that velour blue or azure blue, whatever the hell they call that kind of like bright blue. Can't go wrong with Dodger.
I actually like that side patch on there, the way they tied it into the color of the front of the hat.
Mm-hmm. And rumor is it's going to be harder and harder for stores to do this kind of, I guess, crossover or like this kind of hook, I guess.
I don't know. I think it's you spreading that rumor, because they keep coming out with them. So,
well, but these have been ordered months ago, right?
Yeah, true. I hope it's just a rumor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you don't have it by now, like, come on.
Yeah.
I've had this hat for, I want to say like 8 years now, at least.
Sure.
Then some more California, Anaheim Angels of Los Angeles, whatever, hats. They even did one in a Dodger colorway, so that's kind of blasphemous for Dodger fans.
It is.
But yeah, so we got some Angel stuff. Topper's E-Store, so our friends out in Austria re-released the Elements 2.0.
These are actually a little different. For one, they're all black. The other elements were like team color.
Okay.
And then the other thing is like these have like the full logo and are just highlighting parts of it, whereas the other Elements 2.0 was completely missing the other part of the logo. So I think this is a reimagining of them. It's not a straight re-release of them.
I'm not sure, because the Elements, I guess the original Elements had just the element that they needed and they didn't have it. But Elements 2.0 did have it.
Okay.
Like the full logo, they just blacked it out. But whatever. It's a cool thing. Like if you've missed it, I don't think they really restocked the Element stuff. So if you're over in Europe or you want it shipped over, I know they ship pretty fast, but
and their shipping is still somewhat reasonable. I think it's only like $15 still.
Mm-hmm. And then some other ones. I still think the original, so the Elements 1.0, the Steelers, to me, I don't know, for some reason it was so mind-blowing that they would just do the 3 kind of stars. That was still one of my favorites. And then the Jolly Roger with the Bucks was really good in the 1.0, but I just think as a 2.0 they don't look as good. I don't know. Dan, do you claim a team for the NFL?
Yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan, but let's just say I focus more on baseball because disappointing. So.
Fair enough.
The Cowboys logo is a logo element. I mean, what are you gonna do? Take away a couple points for the star, right?
The outline.
Yeah.
Out of these ones, I'm digging the Vikings. I think that's dope. Even the Cardinals, I really like the beak and the eye. I think that's pretty iconic.
Yeah. That Ravens logo, I think that's like one of their alternates, right? You rarely see the front-facing Raven.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I don't know. Not my favorite.
Yeah, I really like the original one because they took the elements that they wanted and enlarged them. Now it's like you're just kind of
Yeah, Vikings one would be pretty sick. It was just the helmet. Like they took away everything else and just enlarge that helmet.
Yeah, it doesn't need the head.
Exactly. Even the KC is really cool, just the KC, because you never really see it isolated. Same thing with the Niners, San Francisco.
On the Jolly Roger too, like.
Oh yeah, that's badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. The original one, they actually blew up the cross swords with the football and the skull, and they had that huge. I regret not grabbing the original, the Bucks. And then it's West Side Love, right? These guys dropped 2 colorways. This is a Dodgers style color. I think they called it Today Was a Good Day for this one.
Yeah, 24/7.
Obviously it's a Dodger inspired colorway, and then this one is their I think the Golden State is what they called it. But yeah, they're always dropping fire heat over there at West Side Love. Sneaker Room dropped a purple and gray bottom. They're starting to get into the pin game a little bit. I haven't checked the availability on this hat, but they've been selling out pretty quick.
Yeah, this one's gone.
Yeah.
I think this one actually was a restock from one of their very first ventures into the to the hat game. Yeah, they don't last long on Sneaker Room. So if you want one of these, make sure you follow their IG. They post like the day before when they're going to drop something. You better be on there when they do.
For you Caps, still in the sneaker hook game, so they dropped a couple hats here. So the San Francisco is based on the Travis Scott 6s, the Cincinnati Reds with the Powder Blues based on the Fearless 1s. The Blue Jay one, I don't even know if that's really a match. It doesn't really look like a match, but
well, you can see the outline of the J and the top of the feather kind of matches
the royal. There's no royal in the shoe.
Yeah.
Right? It's a little too matchy for me though. I don't know if I used to kind of enjoy matching shoes to hat, but now it's just like just wear what you want, man. Like,
if you take away the trying to match, I still like that Cincinnati Reds one with the red undervisor.
Yes. Yeah, but that powder blue, I don't know. I agree with Leon. Like I don't think you need to do that to match to match the shoes with the hat. I think it could be a lot more subtle than they're making it. But
Jay, what do you think of the Raiders? I think this is like a red bottom.
I like it again if it didn't have the side patch. But yeah, with the Raiders with the red bottom, that'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah. That Raiders logo's got to be one of the best logos in that.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons I'm a fan, because I picked a team when I was like 7. So
there you go.
I like their logo the best.
Yeah, they also have like the best cosplay fans in the NFL, right? Like they're always dressed up kind of crazy. But Black Scale back at it again. This kind of like Brooklyn style triple B hat. They've had it in the past, but it looks like they're just decking it out now with some extra embroidery. I don't know if this is a really hit for me. It's kind of a miss to be quite honest, but
yeah, it's too much on this hat. Way too much.
Yeah.
I don't get the Los Angeles when there's not an LA logo on this.
Maybe the Dodgers. I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird hat to me. Like they've released the BBB before, and that's fine because it's got all of the Dodger logos, the Brooklyn Dodger logos. But yeah, to throw it on a hat like this with Brooklyn and Los Angeles, and I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm not feeling this hat.
They did a New York version too, so the double Yankee. It's got some weird stuff on it too.
So it's unseen and nocturnal. If you combine the embroidery with the letters or with the logos.
Then lost me.
I like the bats on the back. That's
the
kind
bats are kind of cool, I guess. Oh, so you got to take the N from both, but where do the Y's go?
and those disappear, right? So
Is it supposed to
you
be
see that-
nocturnal?
It says acternal, so you got to use the N from there. It's like it's not even lined up good. I don't know, man.
It's a silent Y. I don't know, dude.
silent Y, yeah.
This is too much. But they've done the double Yankee logo at the front. I always thought that was kind of a cool kind of hat. You see double, you get double the logo, but
Well, they have unsee on there. I wish I could unsee this one.
you gotta unsee it. The Las Vegas Aviators dropped some different type of fashion caps. I recently rebranded. I think this was one of the most uncalled for, unneeded rebrandings. I love the 51s, man.
Yeah,
I don't know why they did this.
I don't understand it either. They had one of the best logos, one of the best names. I think they're moving stadiums. They're building a new stadium for them. So I just probably sell more gear. I don't know.
But the Aviator dude looks weird. Like he kind of looks like an alien or like type of insect guy.
I like the Aviators script, but the Las Vegas needs to go, and so does the pinstripe. That's horrible. But yeah, the other ones make no sense, and the 51s was a way better concept.
Then we got some clink room action. I worked on the bot pirate one. That was kind of cool concept we put together with Tony and the capologist, and then we had the swinging bees, and then Peter over at Heliel Studios finally cracked the nut and got in on a pre-order. He's dropped a ton of ideas and used a lot of I guess his time and effort, and it's good to see him finally get one. I cracked the pre-order, so let's hope he makes the minimum and gets something made, because it'd be a shame to see him go through the whole thing.
Yeah, he's been working hard.
Yeah,
trying to get in there.
He had 2 in crits last week, right?
Yeah. Yep. I mean, he's in crits just about every week. Just it doesn't make it through for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see he finally made it through.
Yeah, Sultans of SWAT. So that's obviously a Yankee reference, and kind of interesting. And then Tony had 2 hats basically. So he had the Bot Pirates as a joint venture with me, and then he dropped the Ogres. That Gremlin one is really cool. So anytime you get the black with the slime green, I'm in. And then the I guess that's like a juice. Like I think it's called the Juicers or the Citrus something. I don't even remember.
I thought it was the OJs.
The OJs? Okay, that could be right too.
I think they missed an opportunity with that. Honestly, like the concept is there. It's almost there. I think it should be the entire ball looking like an orange more, and then maybe where they show the slices, you could probably put it in that bottom left corner. I don't know. I would have done it. It's there. It's like almost there. I just think that baseball, I don't know. Something about it throws me off, but the idea is great.
Yeah. This is a overall really, really strong week from Clink. One of the more stronger weeks that I remember. There's no collector's edition hat this week, so they just went with 6, I guess, general releases. So these ones stay on pre-order for the next couple of weeks.
And Tony's designs are dope too. Give him props.
Yeah.
Shout out Tony. And then news from the far east. So Hoon let us know about this one. So this one is a cool kind of collab for the Yankees guys. So this is a Yogi Berra collection. So Yogi was, I guess, kind of famous for saying it ain't over till it's over. So they wrote that on the side of a hat in Korean, and then on the back of it, of the fitted, there's the number 8. So that's really cool. I told Hoon try to capture my size for me. So I'm not sure if he's gonna give me good news or bad news in a little bit of time, but hopefully he can help me secure that one. And plus it's a green bottom, so can't go wrong with a little Yogi Berra action.
I don't know why like New Era Cap US doesn't do more stuff like this. Like
right. I mean, if you take the Korean off and you just put it in English,
exactly. That's an instant sellout here. No doubt about it.
Yeah. I don't know why they don't do more of this stuff. Yeah, just in general, like just teach people a little bit of the history and kind of You know, you can do this with almost any player. Mickey Mantle, you know,
Yeah, all over the place. Roberto Clemente and
yeah,
you know, Josh
Sancho.
Gibson, Satchel Paige. Just bring the history of the game to the present day and incorporate it into the hats. Don't go crazy with all these designs or these half white, half black hats. Just bring the history to the present.
Yeah, it doesn't take much, right? Like
No,
player's number, maybe a signature, and you're fucking good. You know, like you don't have to do much, right? Like, but yeah, whatever, man. We're giving them free ideas, and we'll charge them next time we consult with them.
Right.
And One Piece. I don't watch this show, but I know some people are crazy about this. I think it's like 1,000 episodes, some crazy shit like that. So, yeah, some type of Japanese anime. It's got to do with pirates and shit like that. But they dropped their One Piece collection. I'm pretty sure this is sold out by now. I always see this stuff reselling on eBay for like $100 a piece.
yeah, not a huge anime fan. It's
Me
not,
neither.
I'm just OCD when it comes to watching stuff. So whenever I hear like, oh, you'll watch this show, and then I'm like, okay, cool. Let me look at it, and it's like, oh, you're 1,000 episodes behind. I'm like, no, I just don't have the time to do that. Sorry.
yeah.
Right. And then this is the Night Tree Color Collection. We're not sure the exact release date or how much it costs, but this was a kind of a cool kind of it's like a different take on the camo. It's like a really realistic
Yeah.
kind of color. If you want to just hide in the dark or hide in the forest, this is the hat for you. But
No, I like how they've taken it the camo and just it kind of blacked it out and made it just a black version of it. And that looks pretty cool. I like that.
Different.
That's fun. But that takes us to the end of this week in Cap. See, that was a lot of slides, Jay. You said that you thought that it wasn't that.
It seemed like a smaller week than normal, but maybe just because last week was such a huge
to an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, Hoon says the Yogi hat will be available in 3 minutes. So make sure you hit up the Hoon Express if you need an assist. I definitely hope he's going to give me some good news in a couple minutes. Send me a bill. But so we went through that. Thanks guys for kind of going on the journey. So right now, hopefully this isn't the last time he does this, but last time Dankadelik was on our show, he told us that he would debut his hat on the show whenever he had one. So we thank you for keeping your word, and you're here to kind of introduce what's coming out for you and with the collaboration with Hat Club. So we're very excited to see that. Do you have an official release date for this one?
Next Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah. A week from today, probably 11, like normal. You know, that's usually when they release. I'm sure it'll go quick, like the last couple, which I'm always thanks for. So, you know, shout out to everybody that's able to pick them up. So what's coming out? I have this one that's coming out next week. It's different from the last two. I do have some other colorways coming out of previous designs. And I also have a play on the Revolutionary that's coming out.
Okay.
I'm not sure that one. Hopefully it'll be this month, but maybe September it'll drop around. I don't know. That's up to them, but I'm hoping September, maybe around Mexican Independence Day. I can get lucky on that one. But it's just a play on the original Revolutionaries. But there are some other colorways, and then I have designs in the pipeline that have not gone out to them yet. So, but stay tuned to everybody. You know, I try to put out stuff, and I'm really critical of the stuff that I do send to them. So that's why it's taken me so long. I don't like just dropping a bunch of designs at once and then I regret it. You know, when they're coming out, I kind of cringe. So
you're too hard on yourself. Let the world see your magic.
This one that's coming out, I've been patiently waiting for this one because I think this is my favorite so far. And I love the colorway that I chose, but let's start with the back first. So this is the colorway. I don't know how visible it is, but same under brim as the colorway, and there's the old Dank
signature on the back there.
standard tag there. Yeah, the
Yeah.
dank tag.
More light. It's starting to get dark here. So, but here is the new one.
Oh,
Was badass.
It is a Jag Warrior. And, you know, along the same lines of things that I've done in the past, kind of where my direction is going. So, you know, I try to incorporate a lot. I think with the designs, I'll kind of put it down for a minute. You know, I try to stick to the Aztec theme. It's something that I'm really proud of, you know, just culturally. And I think there's not a lot of people doing it. So I want to be the bar that everybody has to compete with that attempts to come at this. You know, when I dropped the Rain God, same thing. It was my play on an existing deity. This one is a play on the actual Ocelome, which is the Jaguar warriors that you had to earn your status with the Aztecs. So everything that I do is kind of, you know, in that world, all backed by historically accurate things as much as I can get right.
Yeah.
But same thing with the Aslan All-Stars, you know, that was the Eagle Warrior. So we're kind of going in that direction. So I'll give everybody a little, I'll show it again. So we got black buttons, eyelet, and then one more time. And I'll be posting it on Instagram tonight.
yeah, that's very cool. Is that so? Are the spots on the
Yes.
Jaguar's head, those raised?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a little bit. I can't remember what else I raised on this. I think that was it. It's just and the nose is a little raised.
Gotcha. Oh, I love that the colors.
Yeah, the just a little background here. This little, it's an actual design from an Aztec shield called the Chimali, and it's hard. I'm trying to.
Oh, we got it.
It's like that thick raised.
Yeah.
Flat, but thick.
So
right. Here it's got the embroidery down to science.
yeah, it's beautiful. The colors are beautiful. But yeah, this one is releasing next week.
So is that metallic gold or is it yellow?
It's more of a copper color.
Okay.
Kind of hard to. I'm so bad at this reverse camera shit.
That's okay.
So everyone, grease your bots. Grease your bots. Get ready. Next one. If you happen to miss it, make sure Hat Club knows. So maybe we can get blessed with a pre-order. But you know, for all we know, be ready for Wednesday's drop.
Yeah, definitely be ready for Wednesday's drop. You know, it'll go quick. I mean, most exclusives do. Yeah, get the bots ready.
Yeah, grease your bots.
Yeah.
Make sure they're well oiled and ready to go.
Martin, I think I can speak.
The first ones to see it here. You know, hopefully when the next ones come out, I'll be able to time it when you guys are doing views, and you know, I'm kind of restricted to what they're giving me as far as time frame and when it's going to release. So I'm trying to work it out with getting it on here. And so I'd like to do this every time I drop something new. I think it's
open invite.
Yeah.
Open
And,
invite.
hey, I think I can speak for everybody that's watching, man. Thank you so much for bringing that on and giving us a little sneak peek. It's so awesome that you're able to do that.
Yeah, you guys are the homies, so you know.
Appreciate it. So we are about an hour now, so I think we're gonna call it. We have Ryan Peralta scheduled to be on our show this Saturday at 9, and hopefully me and Pierre, we did a live the other day, and we kind of talked about, you know, who's the king of each city. So Robert Martin was not happy that we did not crown him the king of Detroit. So he has an open challenge for all other Detroit guys to come and challenge his throne. So what we've done is we've lined him up with a fellow member of FHS, AJ Faulkner. I believe I'm pronouncing that right.
Yep.
So this Saturday, it will be a top 10 versus a top 10. So
Whoa.
Robert's going to bring his top 10 Detroit caps. AJ Faulkner is going to bring his top 10 Detroit caps, and then we're going to vote to see who had the better top 10.
Are these just Tigers hats? Are they all Detroit team hats?
I believe it's Tigers. I believe. Should we expand it to the rest of Detroit? I don't know.
I think you'd leave that up to Robert and AJ if they want to do that or not. So
yeah, we're still finalizing the smaller details of their bout agreement. The contracts are out to both fighters. We'll either, you know, beforehand we'll let them know whether it's just Tigers. We should limit it to just Tigers.
And Anthony's wondering if you crowned a king of Buffalo. No, they were just running down major league cities. So Buffalo wouldn't qualify because they don't even have a major league football team.
Mhm.
But no, it was just major league baseball cities. They were kind of running down.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean they kind of have the Jays now. So if you want to count,
Yeah, sure.
If anyone from Buffalo wants to challenge me in Jays hats, I'm fine with that. And then followed by Wednesday, we will be having Eric. Eric is the owner of Fourth Quarter Shop. So he'll be joining us next Wednesday. So make sure you guys come and enjoy
nice
that.
Nice guy.
Yeah. So
and then tomorrow night, if Pierre has power back on, me, you, and him are gonna open some boxes. I got a few this week, and you got one or two, and Pierre always has a bunch of boxes. So
exactly.
Did I beat Pierre?
Yeah, I haven't seen that one on his head yet. So good job.
Is that the blackberry or the blueberry? It's some type of berry.
Yeah.
I think that's a blueberry. If it's navy, then it's a blueberry. If it's black, it's a blackberry. So you're getting into the UV game now. I like that. That.
Yeah, a little bit, because I try to incorporate that into my stuff too. So
yeah.
Very cool.
So again, guys, thank you. I don't want to cut you off. I know you're going to wrap it up here, but I appreciate you guys. Thank you for letting me come on, let me do this. Like I said, if I can time this right, this will be the spot where I do it.
Perfect.
So thank you. Just shout out to Pocho Wear for the dope shirt. Thank you guys. And you guys again.
No problem.
You guys are great. So I appreciate you.
Hey, thank you. Yeah. Keep blessing us with those awesome designs, man.
Yeah, I'm trying.
And don't be so hard on yourself. Let some of those designs go.
We'll see.
At home.
We'll see. I'll try. It's hard for me to do, man, because I send it and then I second guessing it. But yeah, you're right.
For sure. Okay. Well, make sure you guys subscribe, like, and comment on the videos. Dan, send us a link to where they can get, our viewers can get that shirt. We'll make sure we put in the description. But yeah, stay fit, guys. We'll catch you guys hopefully tomorrow, if not on Saturday. Thanks, guys.